Today we are cooking Georgian dumplings in a Shemss kitchen. We are cooking a dish called Khinkali. For this we have 800 grams of flour, 1 egg, but we're only going to use egg white, 400 milliliters of water, chili flakes, some fenugreek, some coriander seeds. I have here 1 pound of beef and 1 pound of pork, green cilantro, 1 onion, and green garlic. So 375 milliliters of water. I'm making an adjustment here for high altitude. So in high altitude, we need more liquid for the flour, teaspoon of salt, and then on a second speed slowly, we start mixing up the flour, salt, and the egg. So the dough for Khinkali has to be very dense. So this is only the first part. The second part is to let this dough stand for a few hours in the fridge. That allows the gluten to take action and work, that we can get the dense dough that's easy to work with and easy to make Khinkali from. So while we are waiting for our dough to get ready, we are going to work on our filling. We use grass-fed beef that I buy on a ranch, which was regenerative and sustainably raised. We just finally chop the beef, and then we'll mix it with the pork in a ratio of 1:1. So 1 pound of beef and 1 pound of pork. So first of all, Khinkali is very, very famous Georgian dish, and I'm pretty sure that there are many different recipes of Khinkali, and every single one of them is right. So maybe some people will use red onion. I love white onion in my Khinkali. So we're going to use big bowl of white onion, some of the green garlic, and of course cilantro. I think this herb goes really well with meat and very well with Khinkali itself. If you don't like cilantro, you can substitute it with parsley or dill or use whatever you and your family love. Meat, onion, green garlic, and let's add some cilantro. So adding some cilantro to our meat and onion and green garlic. Let's make a mix of spices. See here I have 1 teaspoon of fenugreek and a teaspoon of coriander seeds and a little bit of chili flakes just to have some kick. Okay, so we have our spices all mixed up together. I'm gonna use for now 1 teaspoon and then we'll see. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. And here is the most important ingredient is water. So you have to put water in a meat mixture, and when Khinkali will be boiling, this will become a broth. So now I'm gonna mix everything really well. So the meat mixture has to be really soft. It's more like the good example would be like a sour cream consistency or something. Not heavy, not dense, really loose and soft. So we are done with the filling. We have mixture of beef and pork, 1 pound of beef, 1 pound of pork, white onion finely chopped, green garlic, cilantro, fenugreek and coriander seeds, and salt. And at the end, 8 ounces of water. And now we are ready to move to our step number 3, making the Khinkalis. So our dough is ready. It's been a couple of hours. It was sitting in the fridge. So the gluten didn't work. So the goal is to make it really dense and really smooth. And if you remember, when I just finished putting flour and water together, it was all cracked, all kind of crumble, and now it's nice and smooth. It's perfect. We don't need any flour. It doesn't stick to my hands. Just keep kneading it. Done. Everything is ready. We're gonna start making our khinkalis. I'm gonna put some flour on the board. So when khinkalis are made, we will put it here and the dough will not stick. So now I'm gonna make something like looks like a sausage. I need about between 35 and 40 grams of the dough. Too small. Again, too small. Let's see. That's perfect. So a little bit of flour. And now we are going to create a disc about 2 millimeters in thickness. And meat in the center. About 2 spoons. And then closing it, we're making folds like this. The goal is to have at least 16 of them, but 20 is better. And the next one, I'm gonna count them. And when we have just one left, I'm gonna put it inside. Okay, our water is ready. So salt, it's never enough. So I'm gonna put like full teaspoon and another one and a little bit. Also in the water, I'm gonna put some bay leaves just for the flavor. You can skip this, but I love bay leaves. I think it's really nice. So in some recipes, you can see 50 grams and 50 grams of meat. So basically, the ideal proportion is the same weight of the dough and the same weight of the filling. So I just have a scale next to me. It's just to check myself. And in that case, you get everything in the same size. It will be easier to boil because it's the same size. It will boil for the same time. Meat in the center. And now I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, here we are. Our khinkali is ready to be boiled. Because the khinkali is heavy and it's gonna go down to the bottom really quick. In order for it to flow, because we don't need it to go to the bottom, it would stick to the bottom. And then I'll just keep stirring it in order for them to keep floating and be on the surface and not on the bottom. They're floating, and now from this moment, I'm gonna put a timer for 12 minutes. Usual cooking time for khinkali is 10 minutes, but we are at the altitude, so we need to a little bit extra. Last but not least,